2 years, I'm going to lose my housing. All because the guidelines for Section 8 have changed since you know who got into office. They're saying that if you have a child that is school aged, meaning if you don't have to stay home with your child, you have to be able to obtain employment, have a full-time job, and you cannot be on Section 8 past 2 years unless you have a disability. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? God forbid I have the stress of being a single mother, right? I have to depend on the government to help pave my way because it's really hard raising a child on your own when the government is pretty much your baby daddy, you know? You know you're going to get that check every single month. You know it's going to hit every single month, so you don't have to stress about it. And now, in 2 years, I'm not going to be able to use the government assistance that I need. That's great.
No, in 2 years you can, as long as you're working.
I,
It's simple.
I, these people, and
Number
it
one,
goes back to creating a welfare state, which is what happened. These people are generational when it comes to this stuff. It's become their way of life, not a bridge to or a temporary support. It's
right.
become their foundation. You can't. You can't. There
The
are
the
people who
fact that
absolutely
she
need it.
literally called the government her baby daddy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they do. We get
Yes,
the big
but
green weenie once in a while from them, but
here's the thing: if you truly understand what, and I know you do because I think we've talked about it before, but what's going on with this whole 2 year plan and get off government assistance, and if you have a school age child, get a job. We're not telling, or the government's not telling you we're not going to help. They're
no, they're
saying we're
not.
not going to fund you. We're not going
They're
to be your sole income.
no, the government's saying we will help you get on your feet. We will
Yes,
help you establish a profession, a career, a job for you. Not for you, but an opportunity for you to better your life and your children's lives. Not
those
here's more money, here's more food.
exactly those safety nets, and that's what they are, is a safety net. Those safety nets are there for when you fall on hard times.
Right,
Then the food stamps are there. The other benefits, a monthly check or whatever the
right.
case may be. Now, those benefits aren't the same because I know I'll get a lot of flack about, Social Security and things like that. For the seniors and the elderly, that's not a safety net or anything like that. That's something that at that point you worked, you put into the system, you earned, to be able to have that given back. But if you are an able body woman, which it seemed like she was, get a
Well, her
job.
complaint was she's a single mother. Oh, boo hoo. Boo frickin' who. Go after your baby daddy, your actual baby daddy. I saw a video this
Well,
morning. Some
it's
woman
easier to
was
go
talking.
after the government though, because they're her
Yeah.
baby daddy now.
Well, I watched this video this morning. This woman was shopping at Walmart and couldn't buy um, junk food
Hmm.
with her EBT, and she was
Yep.
complaining about like a child. Where are my Twinkies? I can't get my Twinkies. All I can get is these vegetables and this fruit and this meat. Bitch, I would love to not have to pay for that stuff.
I went to the store the other day and got some fruits and stuff, and I get out of there and it's like 60, $70. I'm just like, all I bought was fruit.
That
Like
stuff's expensive. It
it's
always
it's
it
expensive.
has been.
It's expensive to eat healthy or try to eat healthy,
Yeah.
but I am 1000% in agreement with, if you're on, getting food stamps, getting whatever else, no, you're not getting junk food. In fact, I would
Right.
take it a step further and say you're shopping in the generic aisle and put
Yeah.
an aisle just for people who are on food stamps.
Yeah. I mean,
You
they
don't
want
get to go and get
socialism.
exactly.
Let them live like socialists.
You don't get to shop over here and get the Heinz and get the Kraft and everything else. You
No,
get
and you
the
don't get to
generic
go to
stuff.
you don't get to fill your cart up with frozen fast food or fast food period. You get food. You get sustenance. You
Yes,
get
you get enough to
hell.
stay
Give them
alive.
MREs. Give them MREs as punishment.
But I think if you make it as uncomfortable for them as possible, they'll do their damnedest to get off of it and support themselves.
Yeah. Well, if you give them an MRE, they'll be very uncomfortable.
But they'll still be alive, and that's what needs to happen. Give them bare minimum and let
Right.
them take care of themselves.
Right.
On that note,
Be good
be good
humans.
humans and don't
See
shop
you next
generic.
time on Right Side Pride.